Hi, welcome to Driven by Me, and this is I'm Amy. I'm a game developer and 3D modeler or generalist or technical artist. I've worked on a simulate surgical simulator in Unreal for 3 years. I'm currently working on my own project, which is Driven, a crowdfunding platform. And I'm doing those live stream to gather around my own community. And those live stream are more focused on game development. I'm gathering a team of beginners, amateurs that want to make the shift towards game development. And if you are interested, just hit me up in Discord. My link are in the description below. You can support me on my Patreon if you want one-on-one support on the platform of your choice. You can tip me. All the link, as I said, are in the description below. So the last week, 2 last weeks have been about the position in game development, and I'm this week would be more about the creating a game together. And I don't have anyone. I have some views on my live stream, but no one answered the call. No one answered the call, so I will start on my own. And if you are there, you can participate. So as usual, I will start the segment. I will start the segment about self-promotion. So I don't know if you is it better to when there are subtitles. I always have itchy nose when I do live. I don't know why. It's because I'm talking and it's vibrating in my nose. I'm not used to talk a lot. My rusty voice is neither it's not about because I'm talking a lot. It's when I'm tired, my voice becomes rusty. I just went out and walked for almost 2 hours, so that may be the reason why my voice is rusty. So the usual segment about shameless self-promotion is I'm sculpting the web for someone asking for help, and usually it's in Reddit. It's my favorite place so far, and I have a link that I keep in the how to read it, and I copy it, paste it there. I should maybe toggle the fabric. through all bookmarks and little tricks. No, that's not the tricks that I want. It's show bookmark bar, Control F, Shift B, and then there I can delete this one if I don't want, or you can change the name so it doesn't have a name. So when you open a page like this and you go somewhere and you want to go back, you just click there. And I want my Reddit, favorite Reddit thing there. My account is still broken. Reddit is still broken, it seems. Is it because there are some kind of cookie stuff? No. Why is it broken? Why is it broken? I would try to clean up a little bit. No, server, yeah, the server error. Reddit is going on. So I don't know why it make it create a token or something, but it doesn't seem to be the reason why there is a problem. But when you want to have it right there, you click there, bookmark bar, then you have it right like this, and then you can remove the title, so you can pack more of them. You know what they are, and later on when I will have more than that, I will pack them like my other browser, because I have a lot of different projects. I like to classify things, keep things tidy. So you also have groups like that you can create and hide and collapse like this. It's new. You can hide the group, and you can have many groups, and you can make folders of the little just a tips. Okay, so I don't want to move my light elsewhere. Maybe a bit on the side, like that. Yeah, better. Okay. We have the old. I want them today. At least today. I will refresh the bookmark bar. Delete the old one. That way it's always today. How quickly did you get how quickly did you get to 10 reviews on Steam? Curious know. Am I overthinking how to write this mechanic? Let's see that. How to get an internship in a game development at a company. Need feedback on how to make combat smooth. Can I make 3K a year in indie games? Is it worth it? Complete noob suggestion. This is our guy, I think. What game have you played that has made feel? I think I will need more votes. Top today, and then maybe not top, because I want to be the first to answer. I'll keep it new. Got quarantined. only try to under the fall positive thing I can do. Can those sharing game assets do the following to make things easier for you and game devs? Game dev wondering about art. Some advice on launching my first mobile game. Working on multiplayer cube clicking game with React. Can I make 3K a year as coaching? No. Okay, let's go with what we got. Am I overthinking how to write this mechanic? Context. I'm running engineless. Running engineless. What does it mean about engine? Well, I was more curious about how thing works under the hood. I found I enjoyed figuring things out more than making the game itself than with a just so you don't get used to then with the E. Am I overthinking below, or does it check? What? I have a game with borders between factions. Faction can lose locations. Location are dynamic and can be created, destroyed, and I want borders to update with those events. Right now, the easiest way I can think to display these is to overlay a matrix on the map. Draw a point between all own locations and mark interiors as X faction own in the matrix as 100%. Then on locations own, they would apply an outward pressure on the matrix first 3 step away in resolution would. I don't want to go too deep into those kind of questions. I want a fast answer I can give, but I will check what they said. Voronoi diagram. Voronoi noise. It's those noise are made in the way that you put random points into a square, and then from the center of each point you grow a circle at the same time on each of them. Then when they meet, it starts to create borders. So you can imagine that this grows, the pink circle grows, and it starts collapsing with the green circle that grew at the same. I think there are infographics about that, like a GIF. But it's really very used in game. So that's why I want to show you that it's one of the most used, because you get in nature there's a lot of Voronoi shapes like leaves. The walls, like in South America, the ancient walls. There is a lot of place where you can find Voronoi in nature. I should have took nature. I want a GIF first. You go to tools, type GIF, and then it might be just a static GIF. This one is moving. Let's see if it's going to grow. Another way to make them grow. I think there are very good video explaining.
In this video, we're going to explore how we can create a Voronoi diagram. For a single seed point, the Voronoi diagram is actually empty because what is a Voronoi diagram? Well, for all the points
that's
on
not
this
how
plane,
I
we're
saw.
going to ask,
He make it like if you had to do it. But I've seen it. This
there
one.
is a pattern that shows up throughout nature called Voronoi cells. For example,
so this you will have a lot in, especially in texture, procedural textures. If anyone wants to do procedural textures, and there are, like he said, to make territories, it's a good way to define borders. Okay, so I will leave this one because it's too technical. I want something fast. Complete load suggestions. Too long didn't read. I have no idea what I'm doing. Should I enjoy? Pay people to help me. I want to build a game. I have the vision for it outlined in great detail. By this I mean simply that I have the general way in which I would like things to operate in my mind. The order of things, how things relate to each other, the idea of game mechanics, etc. I write idea and vision because I have this all planned at a strictly theoretical level. I have never programmed anything. I have very limited knowledge in technology and have absolutely no idea how to make any of it concrete. To explain the idea would require a lot of detail, and I'm not sure the content of the game matters at the moment. I'm not trying to make this for monetary purpose. The idea here is not to design and profit on the game, rather this is purely on my own enjoyment. Nonetheless, the kind of details I'm looking to provide is exciting for me at a personal level. I use the ChatGPT to assist in coding stuff, though I have no clue as to the legitimacy of the code itself. I became immediately overwhelming. It became immediately overwhelming because I really just don't know anything about it. I downloaded Unreal Engine and messed around a bit. This is very interesting, but the learning curve is very steep given my lack of familiarity with all of this. The above said aforementioned the possibility of outsourcing, as it were some of this work through freelance programmer. I claimed that I provided a sufficient nuanced presentation of what the game ought to look like. Programmers could turn it into a functional game. I don't make a lot of money, but I could save enough to spend a bit on this in the future. I also thought that this might be helpful in terms of having something basic to work with. Maybe if some of it was already done, I could try to work through the structure and learn to tweak this or that, as opposed to starting from scratch. I assume that many here would have a suggestion as to what you think is a feasible way to proceed for someone who has a naive dream of playing their own little game. Would it be better to hire someone to do some stuff, If so, any recommendation? Would it be feasible to start on my own? I work more than full time, so this would be slow and steady, maybe more rewarding. If so, any recommendation for video or article that teach the very basic component of video game design? I'm currently doing live streams for beginners at driven by Meehan. Is this on YouTube? I will answer just some second. I just want to see the chat. I always forget. Okay. I usually start with the question. And, okay, when it comes to during the live, when it comes to big idea first, best idea first. Best game idea first. I usually start with the question: do you really like making games, or just want how do we say quick fix like fast food? I may sound pejorative, but I'm not. Just my personality, it's not pejorative. When it comes to best game idea first, I usually start with the question: do you really like making games, or just want a quick fix like fast food? Question mark. If you want to make this is to clarify for yourself, what do you really want? The big idea, like in trying a masterpiece, the big game idea first. The big game idea, the best game idea. The best game idea should be done when you have the skills. the game in the indie games are the game industry. How do I say that? The game industry is saturated. But that's not what I want to say. I want to say because the guy seems to not want to make money out of his game, but it will likely fail if he is not 100% in it. Indie game developers, the game developers are already rushing to sell their game. So your approach will meet your approach, which is not one as their your approach is not as invest as there will likely meet worst. It is really the game idea that makes it more there are exceptions, but there are exceptions, but those doors are one in a million. Be sure, I would say. Be sure to want result because it will become a pile of stuff thrown to the trash. Instead of something that can absolutely work and be sold by many. I think that would be. I think that the uncertainty might be the main problem. The self uncertainty about you don't want to engage, you don't want to show engagement, and it will show in your game. I think that you want to learn doing games, and you should. It seems that you want to learn. If that's so, you should check my life and do small scope games with us. Hope to see you there. That's it. Wonder if my profile is still broken. It seems. New game dev wondering about art. When I originally started making my game, I planned to buy free assets for character. Buy free asset. Of course, you buy on this Epic Store free assets. Might be wrong for characters, but I ended up spending far more time and dedication into the game than I imagined I would. So now I want to continue to invest to make my game something that is at least visually consistent. But now I am completely lost, as I have no clue where to look at for 3D modeler and how much it would cost. I have experience with animating, but I have always been a pretty trash using 3D modeling software. So, and I appreciate so I'd appreciate if I appreciate it. So I'd appreciate it if anyone could give me an idea about the prices relating to modeling, rigging, and animation, and also is there a place to hire someone? Let's see. This is automatic. Yeah. Indeed, just think about that one thing. People will want wages close to the market if they are professional level. I will answer him, but I can't do promotion, self-promotion. No, I won't answer because it's like not. I know the answer, but it's not. I can't do self-promotion. My shameless self-promotion. Okay. So now we will enter the nitty-gritty. I will refresh the chat. I would like to put this in the documentation that I created for you. So where it is? Where is it? Just a second. I will. Okay. So I have put a bit of effort this weekend As you can see in the description, there is a link to Mehendis's github.io game dev doc. And this is the documentation. Oh damn, there is a little issue there. I will correct it right away on VS Code. So you can check the documentation in the link. And why is it still showing this? I think it doesn't hide commented part. This is December. Yeah. Starting your GDD. Okay. It removed commented part. Okay, so there is just this part that didn't hide, that was not hidden, and I don't know why, because there is this markdown thing, maybe. But if I do this, it's weird. I'm not. I'm new to Markdown files. It's very simple coding for this kind of stuff. It looks like this. This is commented. It shouldn't be rendered. This part was commented. Is not rendering, so it works. It's supposed to hide it there. I will try this one and let it go if it doesn't work. Correcting. Comment lines. Commented lines. Up. And then it should go on my GitHub. So if you want to help in the documentation, you can go down, and there is a line, the last line below. It is written edit this page on GitHub, and then you would click there, create your GitHub account if you don't have one. If there is a broken link, you can do the same, just to tell me this link is broken. So it will edit this page. If you click another page, you will need to click the other page, go down and edit the other page. But if you want, if the error is there or you want to help, let's say there is a link that is broken and you want to give write something you think should be told, I will analyze your thing. But before, you need to sign up. You will have the page there, and then you can edit. I want to make do a try on my on another account, a new account. Let's try. I will create an account with you. Continue. Create a password. Oops. What? I did a shortcut that I don't understand. Oops. I use it for my organization, I think that's why. Meta driven is something that is not is popular, so that might be used anywhere else. I will use the French name. Oh no. Behind this is test. Please solve this puzzle so we know we're a real person. Verify. Very easy. You put it in the direction of the hand, which is not so easy. Use the rotate the object to face in the same direction, in the direction of the hand. Oh, I will try this. There is no other. They check the mouse position, so they don't check the answer really very much. They check if the mouse moves like a human. Oh, I need to check my mails. Where is it? Oh, my browser is black, so I didn't see it. So this is test. What is that? I induced an error in my password or something 2 times. It was a name. Okay, I'm a teacher, let's say. Other. How many team members? Just me. Use GitHub Copilot, connect with other developers. Free. Okay, so we go back. You want to participate, you go there. Now I'm signed. I want to say this is wrong. You need to fork the repository. That means it will copy the repository in your dashboard. Now it will be you're making changes in a project you don't have right access to submit access to. Submitting a change will write it to new branches, to a new branch in your fork. So it said if you change something, it would put it in your thing. You see, this is my account, and it creates a copy of my documentation. So let's say you say something. Okay, the comment is good. I will put the comment the same way as the other. See, just to see the fun. Then you commit. You say you need. I would like you to explain as much as you can. Hey, Rianni. Don't just do it for fun. Do something serious. But I moved the comment for fun. Please be serious. Propose changes. It will show up in your. So it shows the changes that you've made, and then so in order for me to see it, you need to create a pull request. So right now I don't see it. I don't know. I don't think I know. I will check on my other browser to see GitHub to see if I get a message or I have a notification or something. Even if you didn't press anything, there is nothing. No, there is nothing yet. So this is you can see behind this there is no test, so it's still my place. You need to go to your repository and you see your version of my documentation, and then you can do your pull requests. Let's say you closed it for later. I think you can do it there, or let's see. If you want to know able to merge, yeah, you see the change below. So if you close everything and before sending me, and you tell yourself, I will send it tomorrow, you can close everything, close your computer. Then in the morning, you go back to your repository, not mine. That means you will see your name with my documentation, and then you say, okay, I think it's the morning now. I can send it to Remy. Then you do your commit. You do your pull request. By doing that, you see that compare and pull request. So now you tell me why if there is information like stuff, give me the sources of why, like you see an information that is wrong. You can give me the link in this box. It's served to. It is for that. You can even tell me it would be even better if you go don't know if you can do it there. You can do it I think you can open it. No. because sometimes you can modify a lot of stuff. I remember doing that in my I think that the lead didn't like it, but if someone do this to me, I think I would like it. I'd find a way to comment a specific line. So you have to know that this is a Markdown script. This support Markdown script, this box. I don't remember how I did though. I think it's I don't know. Maybe it's this. I can't. You have a preview of your changes. You can clone it and open it with the VS Code also. That's how I work in it because it's faster. You can have previews in VS Code by pressing play, and you can install the necessary extensions. Ruby, I think, Markdown, and not this. I don't see the other. I think Ruby, but they will tell you what to do. You have to install maybe Ruby from the website Ruby, because you have to enter some kind of command every time no, you don't have, because you don't play with the config file. I don't think you need much more than the length for Markdown. It will give you the blue and red indications for markdowns. Okay, so you have your changes. This is my old changes. So patch 1. This is made by GitHub. Don't remember having created patch 1. So you do your compare and pull request, which is the same. Think that because you are new, they will tell you what it is. This compares, it's a result below, compares this with this. So the patch 1 is the modification it is created by Git when I added this, put this there. So it created this commit. Usually when you use VS Code, you create your own name there, but the name there, patch 1, is made by GitHub system. So you tell me this, you can drop photo and things like, let's say, logo. You can preview this, I think, if I remember well. Yeah. So you don't need to lose time to make it very beautiful with the colors and everything. So when you are ready, you can press the button. It will send this to me. Now I will check on my other page if I receive anything, just to be sure. this is a nice way to make a test. Maybe I forgot to I forgot something. Don't receive any messages. Oh, I saw. I just didn't see. So I saw. I will see your pull request. There is one. Then I click. I see the change, and then I will click there and see your thing, and I can click approve, merge, or say like file change. I want to see what you did, and then I can say like what? Why? And then start review. Then I finish. I tell myself, okay, I will just let it go because it's formatting the other comment. Okay. Thank you. Approve. I can request a change or approve. Then I feel like it's correct. I never did that on this side of the screen. I did pull request, but I never had to approve one. Then I think I will do this and then merge. Okay, I think it's compiling. It's compiling the Ruby project. Yeah. Then I merge. Sometimes there can be or error in the compilation. Then I would say I'll go back in there and tell you it creates an error. Complete merge. And then it's done. I can revert it if it breaks further away down the line. So let's go back there. Now it's recompiling again. The Ruby project. And then that's how you can propose change in the documentation. How we will communicate if that occurs. It can be a first hands-on easy programming in Markdown. It's really simple. You can check the documentation for the specific layout. You can go there. It's the layout, the Markdown layout is made by those guys. They made just the Ducks team because the team very like that with the table here and the blue links and the titles RDR and the back top, everything there. It's made by this team, just the Ducks. And you click on just the Ducks, you go see it in action, and then you have the Markdown things you can use, like typography, all that you can use in the markdown files, .md files. You can add buttons that do things, and you can do tables, tables, lists, code. Oh yeah, codes like that people can copy and put in their games. Callouts, it's like special messages, warnings, important messages. Utilities, don't play with that. I would say I would keep the one they have installed, because it's like CSS when you want to modify the colors and things like that. You don't play with that neither. Don't play with that neither. The navigation, I will set it up myself. Except if you understand it and things that I ask you to do or anything. I think you will most likely go there to check the UI stuff. So, going back, getting started, I will put there the current episode, a part of it, what we will see next in this live stream. I think I will put a link, because I would put it in the 2024 section, because every year I think I will go back and update it. So, because the information that will be there are going to be obsolete even next year, very probably obsolete. So, and I might do many things like that in the documentation. If you see that something doesn't work, like a tutorial is out of date, you can tell me in the edit page on GitHub. Just do the thing we did, and in the message you say the tutorial is not up to date. Can you do an update, please? Or in the comment in the video tutorial that I will put in the documentation. So, first thing first. So the first thing we have to do before creating our game design document is market analysis. I would say that the first question I answered in the first segment about the big idea, when you want to create your big idea. So I would say you might be better. Many people say you might be better putting your big idea on the side first, because you want to be good at it before doing something you really love. It's like drawing. You want to do your masterpiece first. I'm a drawer since not a dryer where you put clothes in. I'm a illustrator since very little. I was always drawing, and I went. When I went to my friend's house, they were all playing console, playing video game, and I was in the back drawing on the floor, on books, in books that I carried with me in my backpack. I was doing like comic books in school, math, CAD related books. I don't know if we say that in English. checkered book format. I was doing my comic books squares and drawing the character in it, and the stories and everything. I was carrying that in my backpack. Every weekend I went to my friend's house and I slept there, bringing my comic books and watching him all the way play to all the Final Fantasy, listening to the music of Final Fantasy while I was drawing. And just to say that you will start the same way with your game. If you want it to if you really want to make a game, you need to start like the little steps. Of course, you can keep your. I can be unable to convince you, and it's not absolutely bad. As I said, I started playing guitar and I wanted to learn improvisation, blues improvisation, and started with BB King, which is okay. It's a good start. It's a small step, good start. But I went after a few songs, like 2 songs from BB King. I went right away to learn Stevie Ray Vaughan, which is like hardcore stuff for beginners, and I kept with it, and I was able to play songs that are very hard eventually, because I kept going at it until I was able to do it. So if I can't convince you to put aside your big dream, you can keep it, but be warned, you need to stick to it, and it will shake you in every way possible, and you need to stick, and it would be hard and painful. If you start slow with a small scope, you will learn the little details that are needed. You will face the challenge one by one, and you will develop muscle memories that you might not when going for the hard stuff, the big idea. That reflects with my analogy with guitar, with Stevie Ray Vaughan, is that now I have a hard time learning other genre of music because I went too hard with Stevie Ray Vaughan. I always return, my hands always return to blues. I want to play gypsy jazz, and I can't, and I would need to do. Right now I'm like in restriction. I restrict myself from playing so I can forget a bit, and will restart in a few years from now another genre. It might be even another musical instrument. So I would say, okay, it's okay if you keep with your big idea. It will be okay. You just need to hold firm. So before doing your GDD, even if you have your big idea, you need to make a market analysis. And then market analysis is this part. It's looking at what is selling right now and the current last 4 to 5 months, up to 1 year from now. So in this this is more like what where did I put this? The market analyst. Where did I put the market analyst? Market research tool section. I removed it, I think, but it's more like the job of the market analyst, which is marketing and a specialist. I would say, but if you are solo in the game, you might do this. You will do this job instead of having a market specialist. And then there is the tools, usually the free one, and Steam focused tools. They are more like budget. I didn't try them. I will try them eventually, and other that I will try later on. But today I will focus on these ones. And I would say look at this guy, Chris Zukowski. It's one of the big name right now. If you look at how to market a game, his platform, his YouTube, he's in interview everywhere. I should have put interviews, but we will take a look at what he says first, just to get a feeling of what is going on in 2024. Okay, so Mr. I don't. It's like a European or Slavish name, like Russian or something. Chris Zukowski. I'm just trying to remember Zukowski. Chris Zukowski. Okay, so Chris. He will talk about the festivals. He says you need to go to the online festival when you want to present your game. He will help you present your Steam page and tell you what you need to focus on when doing your Steam page. That's my microphone. He makes reviews. This one, I think I have it open. No? We need to check this one. Okay, so this is one of the thing he's doing. It's how to present your game in Steam. It's PC game, so I might not have the time to check every type of console games, how to do this kind of work, but on Xbox, PlayStation, and others. I will start with this one, and maybe the following years we will go with other games, other console marketing things, and market analysis. So since our first game will be a PC, I will stick with the PC for now. But if my viewers are needing, of course, we will eventually be doing multiple platform build and go see what is said about PlayStation and the other guys. Okay, this is a platform. I think it's like $40 or $30 American or something if you want courses. There are there are free class. They are higher than that, but there's like Code Monkey and others YouTuber that give you can get it lower, I think, with coupons or things. This one is a conference. Okay, you can buy it $30. So if you want to know more about it, it gives good information. So he compares with the wish lists when you start having wish lists and how many you should have at launch and etc. It gives what is successful by looking at past examples of game that worked.
Hey, it's your old buddy Chris Zukowski here. It's January, which means it's time to review what happened in the previous year on Steam. We're going to do it just like we did last year, and we're going to look at what happened, what's selling, what's not, and we're going to make it fun, because it's going to be live, a live presentation, this coming Monday, January 29th, at 9 a.m. my time, which is Mountain Standard Time. I don't know when it's going to be at your place. Just check this chart.
I just want to go right at what we need to know to see, because maybe that's not what I want. It seems to be just a recap for the year.
Welcome back, everybody. Today, I thought we'd take a look at which genres are currently trending on Steam this year, to help you make an informed decision about which direction you'd like to take your next project. All of the data that we'll be looking at here is coming from howtomarketagame.com, so make sure to take a look at the...
This is, he's making a reaction to what he says, I think, a bit, but since I added, I think it's relevant. There are relevant points.
If you'd like a more detailed overview. The methodology used here is to look at how many games in the first 2 quarters of 2024 have achieved over 1,000 reviews. Why 1,000? Well, it's a...
I will start my French live stream in in 30 minutes, so I will go really fast.
Represents some threshold where we can reasonably call a game financially successful. Any games in this category will have likely achieved 6-figure revenue. It's also worth noting that the data here is excluding any games that could reasonably... is the decline of the arcade roguelike / action roguelike. This was
there is a decline in the roguelike.
Look at a couple of genres that are on the rise. The first genre we'll look at is the idler. Firstly, of course, we have the astronomical rise of these dubious ultra-simple...
This one is free.
Idlers such as Banana and
it might not be a good example.
While this will almost certainly prove to be a short-lived fad, we've also seen the success of more fleshed-out idlers. One notable example is Rusty's Retirement, a game that sits at the bottom of your desktop. And since this game's release, we've begun to see many games closely following the style.
So the idler is in rise, he says.
Developed in the last couple of years is the PS1 aesthetic. Of course, this channel...
The PS1 aesthetic is in the rise. It's using similar graphic limitations in the 3D modeling and rendering to look like PS1. So there are many games now successful. That seems to be a trend in the indie games. So that's what
as
he
a game
said.
Developer,
I put his YouTube.
Did you know that half of the top 50 games on Steam are indie?
This guy, he scrapped Steam catalog with his own system, his own program that he created. He gives the graphs there, which is very useful. Let's see. So I will remove my dark mode. So this is the positive in 2024. All game releases. There where it was 22. You see how the market is big now compared to 10 years ago. 10 years ago, there was 1,600 games released, 500 positive. So the positive reviews are getting smaller, lesser. There are less positive rating, but more games in Steam. So it becomes really hard to have people say that's good. Really, really hard. This titled word frequency is the frequency of words. So there are a lot of simulator. I think it's the frequency of game. It doesn't mean much because it doesn't say if it's good or bad. It just says there is a lot of game having this keyword. What it means is the keywords you might want to use because you want to fit, even if you feel that it's a bad idea, you need to fit in one of those keywords to get Steam to present you to other people that like those kind of tags. Chris Zukowski talks about that. He filmed a couple of people at random that are navigating in Steam, and he asked them to explain their thought process, and he noticed that most of the people, they're looking for games that look like games they have already played. So you want your game to not be so different. You want to avoid mixing genre, because if you mix a genre, even if it's a good idea, you feel like it's not seen. It could be. You can bypass it and say that would be my thing. It's the mix of two genre. But by mixing two genre, you make you make the eventual the consumer be confused about, is it the kind of game I like the other one of that kind of tag I'm looking, or is it something that I will play and it would be too much of this genre of game. So you want to fit, even if you want your game to be different. You can maybe play with it because people not always know what they want. You can hide it in a way or something because you want them to try it. He says also too that you need to put your demo you need to make them play your demo as fast as possible before the end of your development and the production of your game. Way before, when you are indie, you need to make it almost as soon as you have a demo that you can give to people. So overwhelmingly game that's not really helpful when you are in the game and you're looking for what you should do at first, because those are old. They are getting old, but except some of them like Wukong. I said also avoid the I said there are warning about making cultural game. This is an exception, like Wukong, but not very much. They didn't make it into a sci-fi version like I proposed, or alien version. They just took the aspect of Wukong myth and make it modern, which was a really good idea. And since it's a monkey, many people can identify too. It's not like a Chinese guy really, and the Asian market is very large, so there are reasons why Wukong got popular. It's a bit an exception, but if you look at the previous Wukong version, like a movie, you will see they made it modern. You see, it's a bit compared to the new Wukong. The old Wukong was a bit. Sometimes they are good animated. They modernized too, but you go back in time. The further you go back, the weirder Wukong looks. It looks really like we say in French, ringard. I don't know how you say that in English. I think it takes a U, maybe. Oh. And ringard, no U. Ringard, nerd. No, that's not the translation. That's not a good translation. Ringard. All these, yes. All these. Some kind, but there are better word in English to say ringard. Sometimes those are not perfect. It might be like en anglais. Old-fashioned. All these. It's more pejorative than old-fashioned. Ringard, it's like old-fashioned, but more pejorative. Démodé, yeah. Démodé. Démodé is French. Unfashionable. So they modernized it, and that's why it exploded. It's one reason why it exploded. So it's not a good way to analyze the overwhelming negative. Maybe you can tell you that's not what I should do. You can check on YouTube why is it bad. That can help you not make the same mistake. Game in both genre. This one is very, very good. It's two genre pairs, and in this video he explained genre pairs. I won't go further because my French stream will start soon. I will skip it. I think I might have to do more tomorrow. So the team. The genre before that, if you want to mix genre, action, adventure, and exploration, you see that they are genre that fit together. So all of them are genre that have been done. So it might be maybe your idea, your mix is not in there. It's too new, too different. But you can see that Battle Royale and cooking was not good. But the open world survival was good. Arcade exploration was very good. You can understand the principle. This is what failed, and what was mostly successful, and in the middle is the so what section. The popular themes, I guess right now: fantasy, sci-fi, retro, family friendly. they might not mix well together. They might. So again, another graph for genre mix. It's the same. I know he says the difference in his video. You should watch Dimension. I will skip them because I will have not enough time for the rest. It went so fast. So this is the guy. Should check. He's in the description, in the documentation. Okay, next. What I wanted to do, I think I might need to do it on a separate stream tonight, so I can put the link here. I think I would put it in the December 24 part as a tutorial, and I will go over the tools that I've listed in there. So I will go over them all after the French live, and I will put it in the documentation. So we'll just pin this there to do this. The French will take 2 hours. So at 8:30 I will start the tutorial. It's not really a tutorial. I will just go. I want to put it in this there, so it's a small format, easy to understand to anyone who never seen the live stream, and not like a mid sentence or mid video link. So a full video with every tool in the market. So I will go to the French, and I don't understand why it's different colors. Maybe because this is higher in the hierarchy. So that would be for today. And if you want to support me, there are links in the description below. There is a Patreon if you want one-on-one help for game development. You can become a Patreon, but I would like it to be the people working with me on the game. But I can make exception. I won't say no to a little help. There are tips, a platform for giving tips. You can help me with a little smaller parts, just to keep me going, doing those giving those free documentation and tutorial. Everything that I will give would be there on the document, and it will be free. So if you support me, that will help me keep doing this and keep doing these things. There are things that I have not yet said that are not easily found on the internet, especially in French, but they are in English, even though I post about what other YouTubers says. Eventually I will go into parts that no one really talks about, or just the fact to gather it in one place. It's not found everywhere. There are things like shaders that are really hard to find, that I can provide a lot more than what is available. But we'll see. We will see. And if you want to help, anything that can help me keep going, is welcome. And that would be it for tonight. So let's see tomorrow. We will keep going. I will put the tools, so tomorrow will be starting the GDD. After we have an idea, at least we need to have an idea of what kind of game we will make. And if you want to participate, even if you are not in the live, subscribe to my YouTube channel and you can then comment and participate. I will give the different kind of idea, but as you have seen, it seems that the platformers are the way to go, but I will that would be analyzed tonight after the French stream for the documentation. So see you tomorrow.